So that means we got to drop it down a lot more yet. Alright, I'll edit that out.
You know I won't.
Hello.
I can see it, it's on.
Hi everyone. In a previous episode you would have seen Ross and I build a sheep paddock at Michelle's request. Well, now we've got to build the sheep shelter. It doesn't need to be very large. It's got to hold about half a dozen sheep, I guess. And we want to put it out there in a position where the guests can walk out and check out the lambs that are born. And it's going to be rustic. I really like that rustic look. So fortunately, a friend of mine was dismantling a carport made of timber. So Ross and I collected all this timber and some old iron, which we'll use for the roof. And you can see all these nails. We'll have to de-nail it. And we'll get onto that project. But before we do that, we've got to figure out where to place that shelter so when we split the yard into 3 smaller yards, they can all access it.
So depending, that's where we sort of said somewhere roughly there. So you might have a fence off here or one off, depending. It's not quite.
Yeah, don't know yet.
But what I thought is if that shed's there, we might need to have just a little bit more of the fencing. So say that one comes off there, and then you got a gate that can swing there. One that can swing here, and depending if there's another one here or whatever, another gate that can swing there. So whichever paddock they're in to get access in, you just leave that gate open and these two closed. And they can just be personal gates if you like.
Yeah.
And then if you want a bigger gate to get into the paddock, it can be a 12-footer, if you want to drive through into paddocks. But we've got the access down here to get into that paddock. We're already into the paddock here and out through here somewhere. And this one we got access in and out up there through those two.
Yeah, obviously this isn't overly accurate, but I can picture there being a fence that goes. It's hard to show with this, but this probably goes to here like this. So you have a paddock in here.
Yeah.
You have a paddock here.
Yep.
And then split this one somewhere. Yeah. I mean, this isn't skull. That's actually over there.
Yeah.
Can you imagine split that down to where we have those Melaleuca trees, those 4 or 5 Melaleuca trees. So you have that as a paddock, and so you actually get the 4 out of it.
Yeah, that's right. You get 4 paddocks, yeah.
It's going to be a simple structure of about 6 square meters and a raked roof. We have to make it bird proof to the best of our ability and also dog proof by putting concrete underneath the walls and eventually the front door. So it's all marked out. We painted the ground a bit. Ross is going to start the high mac now and slash that and tie it up. So the next job is to cut it with the excavator, cut the ground back, try and get a level prep site. So we have the excavator out here. We've got the laser ready. We're just going to cut this pad down. There'll be a bit of cutting and filling. We don't want to cut too much on where the actual shelter is going to be built, but we have to, unfortunately. It looks like a 200mm fall just over the width of the shelter. Anyway, we'll get this done this afternoon. That means we got to drop it down a lot more yet. Look at this beautiful black soil. like we're starting to get down to some other soils now. I'll just test that again. Just a little bit, like 50 mil. There. I don't have any paint.
Oh, that's all right.
Because it's deeper there already.
Too deep, is it?
No, there's too deep. Here's the right height.
Okay. Just do a little scratch, a little cross there at the end of the thing. That'll do.
Another beautiful morning. So we have our profiles in on all the corners, and with a string line that enables us to find the exact location of where the post will go. So we can bore those holes and get these stirrups concreted in. So I don't know if I'm going to get to these today. I might have to leave them. I'm going away for a few days. I might have to leave this to Ross and Nicole to get the next stage done. But I have one more project to do before I go away. I got to go put some more irrigation in. The galvanised stirrups and the posts were the only new components we had to buy for this project. Fortunately, we had pretty much everything else.
much film you got?
You know, film. How much film do I have? So the shelter's shaping up, but we want to put some water there because we need a trough there and another tap just for cleaning it out. So it'll go on the corner of the northeastern corner of that shelter, and we'll shoot it across to the fence line where we have another tap that comes down the hill. So yes, how are we going to get it there? Well, gravity's one of those few things the government hasn't figured out how to tax us on. So we make use of gravity quite a bit. We're going to gravity feed the water down from the second header tank on the northern face, and it'll come down to that tap and make its way along. Eventually we'll run that all the way along the north face because we want to continue our plantation of native trees to use as a bit of a screen. So anyway, that's the project for today. We're going to dig that trench to about 160 meters, get those pipes in the ground and get those, I think, two taps in the ground. So I had to fuel up the posi first, and you might remember in an earlier episode when we had the bushfires, I had to quite rapidly, under duress I might add, had to fill this thing up, and I made the fatal mistake of taking this off, if I can, and I sat it there, and I drove off, unfortunately, and a lot of muck got down here, so spent about $1,500 cleaning out the fuel tank. So I decided the best way to prevent that happening is by locking it, and then that way I've got to get the key back before I can start and move up. So that's my solution. Never easy doing things with one hand holding a camera. These pods are great, but I should have bought a bigger one. This one only holds 200 litres. I'm forever lifting on the back of the ute, driving down and filling her up again. I'm looking forward to getting a fully electric posi track, bobcat, whatever it might be in the future. I believe they're testing them now, which is great. So as soon as they become available to the free market, I'd love to run out and get one, because we generate all our power here. It's not like we're using coal-fired power to charge up my posi track. I'll be using clean power to charge it up, so a fully electric posi track will be brilliant. So we've been on the lookout for some second-hand corrugated iron, preferably something a little bit of rust on it. So we're trying to make this shelter look rustic. So I've checked out local online markets and I haven't been able to find anything, but I asked our good neighbour Daniel just down the road, and he has some in his yard. So we're going to shoot down there, see if we can take what we want. So we'll sort through it, get enough for the shelter, and hopefully we don't come across any snakes. I saw the stack that he's got, and I reckon there's got to be something in there. Fortunately, it is winter, so these snakes are probably hibernating, but this area is renowned for eastern brown snakes and red belly blacks. There's probably a few friendlies in there, but those first two are the ones we're worried about. See how we go. Yeah, looks like snake heaven to me. But some really nice, it's a paint on actually, so I thought it was rust, but it's just paint. Anyway. $3,400, and how wide are they? 6.
Yeah, but the cover might only be.
Yeah.
See, cover's only about 500 when you look at that old
Yeah.
cover there. So that's 7 sheets, is it? 5 7s are 35.
Yep,
Yeah.
35.
Yeah.
That's the sort of look we're going for. Yeah, it's awesome. That's 3 sheets and practically halfway. Yeah. Love that rusty look.
Just across at the top.
Yeah, just hard up against the beam.
Yeah, back a little. Yep, right there.
Yeah, that's hard up, yep. Got my toe underneath of it here.
Yeah.
So how do you get to the eye? Ah, easy.
It doesn't need much.
Oh, so you have to pre-drill it.
Just, yeah, when you haven't got two hands done, hand screws to match the iron.
Make it look nicer, you know. How good is that? First one. What do you reckon, Oscar? Hey, bud?
Big dog out.
How good does this look? You can see here that the roof is not rustic at all. It's a second-hand iron that came from my friend's carport. But on this pitch, the guests won't see that from the day area. They'll only see the rustic sides. So I think it'll look good. How's that? That's looking pretty neat. Nice and rustic. A half-strength skinny latte?
That'd be lovely.
Sorry? You reckon you should put that screw all the way in?
Most definitely. Yeah, you can't have that hanging out.
Someone will snag themselves on that.
Hold something?
That's a sign of an old sheep there. Yeah, doing a great job. So how are you handling your transition from grub picker over to sheep shelter? Oh, no, this is rustic, Ross, but this is a little bit going too far.
Rustic?
Yeah, that.
Oh, jeez, look at that.
We'll fix that. There you go. Oh, no!
Too much pressure. Oh, drawn in there.
It looks like it.
Yeah, I'll hold it.
No, I mean, you. It doesn't matter, it is what it is.
I'll hold it. Just go and have a look. See, once you get it screwed, I think well, we'll just see what it does. Keep the birds out anyway.
Yep. So that's it. We're 90% done. We just have to buy or build a barn door to keep them safe at night. So stay tuned. Loving that rustic look.